So I'm going to show you a shot on the 58 mil that is a 12-gram shot using VFiPP plates. Okay, so previously you've seen these plates pull shots on different grinder settings, and they pulled at almost the same timings. And you've also seen me poke a hole in the puck, and VFiPP kind of corrects it. However, let's imagine you're doing it. You're hosting a dinner, and somebody just wants a half shot of espresso or coffee, right? So with VFiPP, you can actually retain your grinder settings. You don't need to change this, but if you know that you're pulling a 12-gram shot, you might want to change it, or you might want to try and figure out beforehand what the best kind of settings are. So I'm going to measure out here 12 grams. Oops. Okay, it's 12 grams, close enough. Let's grind this thing at 15. Okay. I'm going to need the shade for this one because we're quite a fine grind, although it's not that fine. Okay, without the VFiPP plate, we would need to be, I reckon, and I've pulled shots, we would need to be less than 10, right, on this machine, which is way too fine, and that would be astringent, and it would be lacking crema. This lacks crema anyway because yeah, for reasons I won't go into, but at least it has a little bit of body, right? Is it as good as a 22-gram shot? I don't know. You know what? I've had hit and misses. I'm still kind of perfecting it. There's some really good shots using small grams in the 58 mil, but I'm still kind of perfecting it. Okay, so oh, by the way, this is why we developed this kind of WD tool where you can adjust the needles. Use that. So for a 22-gram shot and a really deep puck, you can adjust the surface raking needles. On this kind of very thin puck, you really need the needles at the top. So these are the deep raking needles, and these are the surface raking needles. So we've adjusted, we've distributed all three things in the puck: the level, the density, and the fines amongst the boulders in the bottom of the basket. We've tamped, and for this shot, I'm going to use a paper filter because it actually produces a higher TDS, but for this especially, it helps to distribute the water. Otherwise, the puck is so thin, you can actually see the water channels in the bottom of the basket as they come out. So I'm going to just lock this in and pour some water. Change this so you can see the shot. Now this is a relatively like a medium roast, right? You couldn't do this on a dark roast. The level of resistance just would not be there. But with VFiPPs you can. I'm not gonna fill it up to the top because so much headspace here. Do a bit of a pre-infusion and slam on the pressure, and look at that flow. I mean, that should be belting out, and yet it's syrupy. By no measure should that be as it is, and that's VFiPP. Right, so we've kind of reserved the same kind of layer, filtering layer as a 22-gram shot, right? And we've got a bit of crema there, right? The crema's got to be thin on these kinds of shots because there's just no beans, right? what else did I want to tell you? I want to show you the puck. I want to show you the puck. So I'll just empty the water out here. It's going to spill. So we're not pushing any more water than we have to out here, because I want to show you how well this extracted without pushing too much water, because you'll think I'm cheating here. So let's grab this board here and try and get the puck. Try and get this puck out. Look how clean the VFiPP is. We recommend a bit of paper for these kinds of shots. And they're reusable because you're not pushing any fines through them. You're just pushing water through them, so that, you know, if you worry about waste, they're kind of reusable. I'm going to try and use a bit of air to get this puck out gently. I don't think it's gonna. I think it's gonna break. Oh, there you go. But look at that. No dark spots on the puck because the grind is relatively coarse. And yeah, a great extraction. I haven't had too many of these kinds of 12 gram shots on the 58 mil. But look at how thin that puck is. That is ridiculous. And it still flowed perfectly even. So there you go. Yep, 12 grams using VFiPP.